what a sight this is, right? Well, I have to begin with stating the obvious. No other car maker in the world has committed itself to the cause of safety and in fact pioneered most of the advancements around it better than Volvo. And it is therefore only befitting, right, that we brought along Volvo's entire India lineup to drive down a road that promises to be the embodiment of safety and in fact the future of motoring in India. Welcome to your first official drive down the Delhi-Mumbai Expressway with CarWale. After years in the making, the first leg of the DME from Delhi to Dausa, around 60 kilometers from Jaipur, is finally ready to be opened for the public. And it's this leg that the NHAI has so kindly let us have all to ourselves for the day. Raring to go? So are we. But first, let's hear from someone with a very, very special message to Team CarWale.
We take a lot of pride in making the safest cars, and we are so happy to have this association with one of the safest highways which is being built in India. It's so happy and heartening to know that Indian government is working on making safe highways, and this association between us and them is a natural, I would say, association. I would like to thank CarWale to bring this partnership together, and also I would like to appeal everyone to always drive in a very safe manner when they drive on road.
Words to remember, surely. And now onto a properly epic moment. We're about to drive down the future of India's road to progress in a car that so perfectly represents the future of mobility, the Volvo XC40 Recharge. Come on in and buckle up. It's simply brilliant. What a fantastic road. Firstly, and I can't shy away from saying this, the feeling of having India's most important expressway all to myself, yeah, that's quite phenomenal. But also it really just is a brilliant road to drive on. 4 lanes wide, impeccably finished tarmac, and just carved through this tremendously vast landscape. I think what also amplifies the vastness is the fact that I'm driving an XC40 Recharge, which, being an EV, is inherently quieter. I think I've got about 180 more kilometers to go, ample charge to do the drive and back, and I think my day just could not have gotten any better. It was, however, imperative that we didn't lose focus on why we were here, to experience firsthand what the Delhi-Mumbai Expressway is all about. Fortunately, the NHAI had arranged for us to meet with someone who has all the answers. I've had a really fun morning, but now I'm really curious to know a lot more about the Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, and I have with me one gentleman who knows everything about this project like the back of his hand. Mr. Garg, thank you for firstly having us here and making the time for us. But I really want to just very quickly ask you the first question, which is this expressway is, I think, 10 times the length of any other expressway project in the country. तो क्या इसमें safety भी 10x ज़्यादा consider की गई है?
Exactly. आपने बिल्कुल ठीक पकड़ा है इस चीज़ को. हमने उस चीज़ को बहुत consider किया है और सेफ्टी के सारे फीचर जो IRC गाइडेंस बोलती है उसको इंकॉर्पोरेट किया है ताकि हम ट्रैफिक को सेफ मूवमेंट प्रोवाइड कर सकें. हमने इस पे कैमरास का प्रॉपर अरेंजमेंट किया हुआ है. एवरी 30 किलोमीटर्स पे हमारी एक वेसाइड एमिनिटीज़ है और लगभग मेरे पास 5 सेक्शन है, उसमें 17 वेसाइड एमिनिटीज़ हैं. तो यू कैन इमेजिन हाउ मच वेसाइड एमिनिटीज़ आर अवेलेबल. मोर देन 100 वेसाइड एमिनिटीज़ अप टू मुंबई. You will lot of fun, lot of enjoy on this expressway.
Amazing. पर एन्जॉयमेंट से मुझे सबसे पहले ये चीज़, अब तक हम शायद 100 किलोमीटर्स आ चुके हैं इस एक्सप्रेसवे पर, और जो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चेंज जो मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया, जो आप एक एक्सप्रेसवे से एसोसिएट ना कर सके, वो ये है कि इसका सरफेस कॉन्क्रीट नहीं है. ये चॉइस, ये डिसीजन, इसके पीछे क्या साइंस है और एक लॉन्जेविटी के अगर आप हिसाब से देखें तो इज दिस सरफेस बिटुमेन रियली अ गुड चॉइस फॉर एन एक्सप्रेसवे?
देखिए सारा का सारा जो हाईवे हम लोग डिज़ाइन करते हैं, एक्सप्रेसवे डिज़ाइन करते हैं, डिपेंड ऑन रेंज। कहाँ कितनी बारिश है उसके हिसाब से हमारी चॉइस रहती है। तो मानसून और इन सबको कंसीडर करते हुए जो ड्राई सेक्शंस है या मानसून ज़्यादा परफेक्ट नहीं करता है, ज़्यादा फेलियर नहीं करता है, उस पोजीशन में हमने ब्लैक टॉप लिया है। जहाँ मानसून का इफेक्ट ज़्यादा है, जैसे आपका मुंबई साइड है, तो वहाँ हमने वाइट टॉपिंग कंक्रीट सरफेस को रखा है।
ये ड्राइवर अटेंशन को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए कोई टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स आपने इनकॉर्पोरेट किए हैं? बिकॉज इतना सिमेट्रिकल, इतना परफेक्ट रोड इतने कंटिन्यूअस आवर्स के लिए तो शायद हमने कहीं नहीं एक्सपीरियंस किया हो। तो इसके लिए मेजर्स आपने क्या लिए हैं सर?
देखिए हमने इसमें रोड मार्किंग, रोड स्टर्स, इनका प्रॉपर प्रोविजंस रखा है ताकि ड्राइवर को रात के समय में किसी तरह की फीलिंग्स ये ना हो कि इट शुड बी मोनोटोनस। जगह जगह हमने वाइट स्ट्रिप्स, येलो स्ट्रिप्स की मार्किंग की हुई है टू wake up you are on the surface and on the highway, and wayside amenities का प्रोविज़न रखा है एवरी 30 किलोमीटर्स के आसपास, ताकि उसको एक फीलिंग आती रहे कि मैं किसी अर्बन सेक्शन में भी जा रहा हूँ और एक नया फील उसको हर बार अनुभव हो।
और क्या ये रोड रात में भी उतना ही सेफ होगा चलाने के लिए जितना दिन में होता है?
देखिए रोड मार्किंग वगैरह हमने इसकी बहुत परफेक्टली की हुई है। कैमरेज का हमने प्रोविज़न रखा हुआ है, जो कैमरे लगाए हैं वो नाइट विजन कैमरेज लगाए हुए हैं। It will be perfectly safe in the night.
A highway like this is a luxury for Indian motorists. This will see the future for the next 2 or 3 decades of transportation between two capitals, right? Between Mumbai and Delhi. So, what do you think the driver of on this expressway has to keep in mind from the perspective of pleasure as well as safety?
4-व्हीलर जो छोटी गाड़ी है, कार वाले हैं, उनका भी बहुत ध्यान रखा गया है। ट्रकर्स का भी बहुत ध्यान रखा हुआ है। तो वेस्ट साइड अमेनिटीज हमने जो डेवलप की हैं वो दोनों के हिसाब से डेवलप की हैं। ट्रकर्स के लिए भी हमने टेलर्स पार्किंग, ट्रक पार्किंग, उनके लिए ढाबाज, उनके लिए रहने के लिए मोटर्स, होटल्स, सब कुछ प्रोवाइड किया हुआ है। और सिमिलरली हमने कार वाला के लिए वी हैव कंसिडर्ड बोथ फैसिलिटीज बैलेंसली।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
You heard it from the horse's mouth. It's taken a ton of effort and it hasn't been without its challenges. But the DME, well, at least one leg of it, is finally a reality. So, what does it mean to us enthusiasts?
Yes, I have switched cars, if you can't tell already. There was no way I was going to be let loose on a fast flowing expressway and not find myself in a low-slung sedan. This is where the real fun's at, right? Well, the S90 is as flamboyant as Volvos get, and it is a mothership, but it's also a 250 horsepower petrol-powered car. Boy, it can hustle, alright?
To be honest, each of the cars we've got here are nothing short of brilliant in their own right. The XC40 mild hybrid, it's so funky and practical. No wonder so many of you took one home. The XC60, oh, it's a full-blown SUV that's as delightful to drive as it is to be driven in. And then there's the flagship, the XC90, which is simply what unbelievable goodness feels like on 4 huge wheels. I'm tempted to take turns driving each of them. It really is my kid in a candy store moment, I guess. But we're running out of road. And daylight too. Please, can we just hang around till the rest of the expressway is ready? Permission to hang around? Not granted. But that's no reason to complain. If what we've experienced is any indication of what's still to come, it sure is going to be worth waiting for. Like all good things, right?
In the last decade or so, I've done the Mumbai to Delhi drive and the other way around nearly a dozen times. And each of those drives took a long 24 hours. But those were memorable drives because it was either to attend an auto expo or to drive a new car. And in my case, in fact, even to get married. Now with the DME, this drive becomes memorable for entirely different reasons. It very simply changes everything. And since I have gotten personal, I think I'm going to do the drive back to Delhi in my favorite Volvo of them all, of all time, the XC90. There's just nothing else like it. I guess just like this expressway then.